The argument I'm going to present today is, are strict diet habits leading to eating disorders caused by the media, and are they always negative? In today's society, people are strongly influenced by social media. We live in a media-saturated world and do not control the message. I think that the media is the #1 cause of calorie restriction that can lead to eating disorders, amongst women especially. Media essentially has a hold on our lives and unknowingly controls what we do and how we think and feel. Media surrounds us constantly due to most recent booming technologies, and there is no escape. In a world where perfection is now actually attainable through Photoshop and various surgeries, it can have a toll on how people, men and women alike, feel about their overall self-image. Mass media provides a significantly influential context for people to learn about body ideals and the value placed on being attractive. This all seems so tragic, but is there an upside to strict dieting? Now I'm going to show my two props, and my first one is this image right here. And this is an image of a woman holding a tape measure around her mouth, and it's basically portraying this is how all girls feel. They feel like they need to measure their waist size, bust size, hip size constantly. So my second prop is a video that I created myself on YouTube. Sexually objectified images of girls and women in advertisements are most likely to appear in men's magazines, yet the second most common source of such images in the advertisements in teen magazines directed at adolescent girls. The effects that media has that there is no single cause of body dissatisfaction or disordered eating, but research is increasingly clear that media does indeed contribute that, and that exposure to and pressure exerted by media increase body dissatisfaction and disordered eating. Numerous correlation and experimental studies have linked exposure to the thin ideal in mass media to body dissatisfaction, internalization on the thin ideal, and disordered eating among women. Pressure from mass media to be muscular also appears to be related to body dissatisfaction amongst men. A reference I have from Kristen Harrison and John Cantor in The Relationship Between Media Consumption and Eating Disorders states as follows. For women, media use predicted disordered eating symptomatology, drive for thinness, body dissatisfaction, and ineffectiveness. For men, media use predicted endorsement of personal thinness and dieting and select attitudes in favor of thinness and dieting for women. Magazine reading was a more consistent predictor than television viewing. And another resource that I had was from Kevin J. Thompson, and Leslie J. Heinberg in The Media's Influence on Body Image Disturbance and Eating Disorders. We've reviled them, now we can rehabilitate them, ? And an expert from that was problematic media messages inherent and existent media portrayals of eating disorders are apparent, leading researchers to pinpoint intervention strategies that might counteract such viewpoints. Social activism and social marketing approaches are suggested as methods for fighting negative media messages. The media itself is one potential vehicle for communicating productive, accurate, and de-glamorized messages about eating and shape-related disorders. And another resource I have from Lynn R. Kale and Pamela M. Homer in The Physical Attractiveness of the Celebrity Endorser, a Social Adaptation Perspective, is that the three factors were manipulated in an advertisement for disposable razors: celebrity source physical attractiveness, celebrity source likability, and participant product involvement. Attitudes and purchase intentions changed due to celebrity source attractiveness, and the results were interpreted as supporting social adaptation theory. And my fourth reference from Mabel Garcia Amias in Fat Bodies and Thin Bodies, Cultural, Biomedical, and Market Discourses on Obesity is this article addresses the question of why dieting, health, and the care of the body have come to play such a central role in our daily lives, and explores the relationship of these practices to the emergence of obesity as a social and health problem. Messages urging people to regulate their food intake and get more exercise in order to avoid obesity conflict with warnings that anorexia and bulimia are among the possible consequences of overly strict diets and excessive physical activity. The relationship between diet, beauty, and health has been appropriated and re-elaborated as a marketing strategy with wide-ranging cultural consequences. Being on a diet is no longer only a matter of biology, nutrition, medicine, or science, but it is also about culture, politics, and society. Many actors and actresses need to follow a strict diet regimen in order to make certain roles, thus in order to make money to have a job. And this is my counter-argument here. This is also considered a con to my argument. Actually, it's more considered a pro, where negative thoughts about eating disorders, they're actually used positively in these situations. So for actors and actresses, when they need to make weight for certain roles, if they need to either bulk up or slim down, this is what they need to do. The extremes they have to reach are quite scary, as you can clearly see in photos on the internet. But if they don't do it, their role will be handed off to someone more willing. It's understandable that if acting is their job, they need to do what they need to do because they want to earn money in order to live. An example includes Bradley Cooper, who recently bulked up to 225 pounds to play U.S. Navy SEAL Chris Kyle in the movie American Sniper. His daily regimen included 2 intense workouts and eating more than 5,000 calories per day. He's not the only actor to undergo extreme measures to gain and lose weight for a role. Plenty of stars have endured grueling diets and workouts to be in tip-top shape for their roles as superheroes, ballerinas, boxers, and more. In conclusion, strict dieting leading to eating disorders are generally very negative and are brought up by the constant array of perception of the media that it shows it to us every day. It's mainly a very negative thought process, eating disorders, or strict dieting, if you will, but there is, however, shockingly an upside to it, which includes our favorite actors and actresses performing roles that we love to see in our favorite films, as well as, second, celebrities benefiting from the products they sell according to how good they look, and third, dieting is also now considered a social norm, and it is now socially acceptable to maintain certain diet habits in order to be healthy. And that was my argumentative speech. Thank you very much.